Hi children, welcome to grade 5 English, and today we are going to start our chapter number 2, The Hawks and Their Friends. Yeah, are you all excited? Yeah, let us start this session with the prayer. All of you sit straight and close your eyes. Let us pray God and thank Him for giving us this wonderful opportunity for learning. असतो मा सत्कमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्यो मा अमृतं गमय Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your hands together and open your eyes gently and slowly. Let us start this session with an activity. Children, you have to share any one incident in which your friend or friends helped you when you are in need. Yes? You can finish this activity in your notebook and you can post it on Grade 5 English Google Classroom. And now we are moving on to new words. In this chapter, we are going to learn many different new words. And come on, let us see. In your concept book, chapter 2, take page number 29. Our first new word, shore. Land along the edge of a sea. Shore is a land along the edge of a sea. Vine, a climbing woody stemmed plant. A climbing woody stemmed plant. We call it as vine. Vain, useless and proud. Vain, it means useless, and another meaning of vain is proud. Ultimately, finally in the end. Ultimately, finally in the end. That is, instead of finally, we can use ultimately. Console, comfort someone at the time of grief or disappointment. When your friends or your parents or someone is very sad, we will be consoling them, right? We will be giving them advice and we will talk with them and make them feel better. That process is called console. Comfort someone at the time of grief or disappointment. Next one is proposal, a plan or suggestion. A plan or suggestion. Mingle, engage with others. Mingle, engage with others. When you are feeling comfortable with others, we call it as mingle. Appreciate, be grateful for, to value. Appreciate, be grateful for, to value. And awful, very bad or unpleasant. Awful, very bad or unpleasant. Majestic, showing impressive beauty, that is very attractive, showing impressive beauty. Tenderly, with gentleness, kindness and affection. Tenderly, with gentleness, kindness and affection. I hope you all are clear with all the new words. Now, we are moving on to our Did You Know section. In your concept book, all of you take page number 29, children. Did you know? Hawks are found in all continents except Antarctica. Hawks have excellent eyesight. They can see up to 8 times more clearly than the human eye. You just see, children, we can able to see each and everything very clearly, right? But hawks can able to see up to 8 times more clear than us. Then you just imagine their vision. Hawks often hunt at dawn when night animals are still awake. Hawks often hunt during night time or after the sunset, right? When night animals are still awake. Hawks and eagles are often admired by human beings as they soar high up in the air and are strategic hunters. Hawks and eagles, we call them as strategic hunters, and they are often admired by us as they soar high up in the air. And the lesson we are going to learn from this story, that is, since we are social beings, we reap benefits if we maintain good relationships with our friends, neighbors and family. It is very important to maintain a healthy relationship with everyone around us. It may be our friends, neighbors, family, yes. If we are in need of something, or if we need help, or if we are in a very difficult situation, then if we maintain a healthy relationship with others, they will feel comfortable to help with us, right? Yeah. And you have to maintain a good relationship with everyone around us. This is what we are going to learn from this story, right? Yeah. And one more very interesting information about this story is, this is one of the story of the Jataka tales. The Jataka tales are narratives of 550 lives of Buddha before he reached enlightenment. Children, do you all know Buddha? Yeah. It is believed that Buddha had more than 500 lives. Yes, and in each life, he has given us some moral values by living. Yes, and the Jataka tales are narratives of 550 lives of Buddha before he reached enlightenment. Yeah, yes, and each tale contains a lesson on proper behavior or morality. Yes, yeah. And now let's read the story. In concept book, page number 29, you can see, children, the hawks and their friends. Yeah, are you all excited to read the story? Yes. And let me read, all of you keep your fingers on the first line. Once in a great forest situated right next to a lake lived a family of hawks. The majestic birds took care of their young ones tenderly, and they all loved each other very much. One day, Mother Hawk quizzed the father hawk, "Have you any friends near here?" Yeah. Once in a great forest situated right next to a lake, there lived a family of hawks. The majestic birds took care of their young ones very kindly and affectionately, and they all loved each other very much. One day, Mother Hawk asked the father hawk, "Have you any friends near here? Have any friends near here?" And Father Hawk thought for a while and replied, "No, not one in this part of the forest. It would be better for our family if we mingle with others," said Mother Hawk wisely. "You should make friends with the kingfisher who lives on the eastern shore, and also with the lion in the north and the turtle who lives on the southern shore of this lake." Father Hawk liked the idea and set off to meet them all. Father Hawk thought for a while and replied, "No, not even one in this part of the forest." And for that, the Mother Hawk told him that it would be better for our family if we mingle with all others in this forest. Then you should make friends with the kingfisher who lives on the eastern shore, and also the lion in the north, and the turtle who lives on southern shore of this lake, said Mother Hawk wisely. And Father Hawk liked the idea, and it set off to meet them all. He soon became friends with the lion, kingfisher, as well as the turtle. Days passed by. One day, some men came to hunt in the great forest. They hunted from morning until night but found nothing. The hunters did not wish to go home empty handed, so they went to the banks of the lake to see what they could find there. Let us stay here tonight, they said, and see what can we find in the morning. Feeling sleepy, they made beds of leaves for them to lie down. Coincidentally, their beds were right under the tree on which the hawks had their nest. The hunters could not go to sleep because they were bothered by mosquitoes. Okay, then the father hawk soon became friends with the lion, kingfisher, as well as the turtle. After some days passed by, one day some men came to the forest for hunting. It was a great forest, right? So many hunters will be coming to that forest for hunting. Yeah, like that, one day some men came to hunt in the great forest. They hunted from morning until night, but they can't find anything there. The hunters did not wish to go home empty handed, that is, without anything in their hands. So they went back to the banks of the lake to see what they could find there. And they decided, let us all stay here tonight and we will see what can we find in the next morning. And they felt very sleepy. They made beds of leaves to lie down. They made some beds from the leaves they can find nearby and to lie down. Coincidentally, their beds were right under the tree where hawks had their nest. The hunters could not go to sleep because they were bothered by mosquitoes in the forest. And children, in your English note, you have to summarize until this part of the story in 4 to 5 lines. Yes? Until this part of the story, what you have understood. You have to write the very important points from the story and summarize it in 4 to 5 lines. Clear, children? Yeah. In order to keep the mosquitoes away, the hunters got up and made a fire. The smoke from the fire did drive away the mosquitoes, but it also woke up the birds. And the young hawk started crying. In order to keep the mosquitoes away, the hunters decided to set up a fire, and they made a fire. The smoke from the fire drive away the mosquitoes, right? Mosquitoes were gone. But what happened? It woke up the birds, the young hawks in the nest. They started crying. Did you hear that? Asked one of the hunters. That was the cry of birds. We can have them for our breakfast. There are young ones in that nest. Mother Hawk heard this awful conversation and was frightened. She said to Father Hawk, these hunters are planning to eat our babies. You must get help from our friends and ask them to save us. Go to the kingfisher first and tell him what danger we are in. Father Hawk flew with great speed to Kingfisher's nest and woke him with this cry. What is it, my friend? Why have you come? Asked Kingfisher. Father Hawk narrated the problem to Kingfisher and explained that they needed help. Don't be afraid, said Kingfisher. I will help you. Go back quickly and console your family. I am coming. So Father Hawk flew back to his nest while Kingfisher flew to the spot. He went into the lake near the place where the fire was burning. After hearing the cry of birds, that is hawks in the nest, the hunters came to know about the birds living on the tree. And one of the hunters spoke. Did you hear that? That was the cry of birds. We can have them for our breakfast. There are young ones too in that nest. Mother Hawk heard this very awful conversation and got frightened. She said to the father hawk about this, and she also asked him to go and get some help from their friends. These hunters are planning to eat our babies, so we must do something and we must get help from our friends. And go to Kingfisher first and tell him what danger we are in, she said. Father Hawk flew with a great speed to Kingfisher's nest and woke him. What is it, my friend? Why have you come? Asked Kingfisher. Father Hawk explained the problem to Kingfisher, and it also said they needed help. Don't be afraid, said Kingfisher. I will help you. You go back and console your family, and I am coming on my way. So Father Hawk flew back to his nest while Kingfisher flew to the spot. He went to the lake near the place where the fire was burning. Meanwhile, one of the hunters trying to climb up the tree while the others cheered him on. Just as he neared the nest, the kingfisher swiftly dived into the water, soaked its wings, and started beating them on the fire to put it out. The hunters had to climb down to make another fire. When it started burning well, the hunters climbed up the tree again. Once more, the kingfisher put out the fire. As often as the fire was made, the kingfisher put it out. In the meantime, the parent hawks comforted their young ones and prepared to fight for them with their lives. Midnight came, and by then Kingfisher was very tired. Meanwhile, one of the hunters tried to climb up the tree while the others cheered him to move forward. And just as he neared the nest, the kingfisher fastly dived into the water, soaked its wings in the water, and started beating them on the fire to put it out. The hunters, they had to climb down and they had to make another fire. And when it started burning well, the hunters climbed up the tree again. And once more the kingfisher put out the fire. Like that, they were doing continuously. As often as the fire was made, the kingfisher put it out. In the meantime, the parent hawks comforted their young ones and prepared to fight for them with their lives. Midnight came, and by then Kingfisher felt really very tired. Mother Hawk noticed this and said to Father Hawk, Kingfisher is very tired. You should go and ask the turtle to help us so that Kingfisher may have some rest. Father Hawk flew down and said, Rest for some time, friend Kingfisher. I will go and get the turtle. So Father Hawk flew to the southern shore and woke up the turtle. What is your trouble, friend? Asked the turtle. We are in danger, said the Father Hawk, and he told the turtle about the hunters. Kingfisher has been working for hours and now he is very tired. That is why I have come to you, turtle said. I will help you at once. Mother Hawk noticed that Kingfisher is very tired, and it told to the Father Hawk, you should go and ask the turtle for help so that Kingfisher can take some rest. Father Hawk flew down to turtle in the southern shore. And you can rest for some time, my dear friend Kingfisher, he said. I will go and get the turtle. Then he flew to the southern shore and woke up the turtle. What is your trouble, friend? Asked the turtle. We are in danger, said the hawk, and told the entire incident and about the hunters. Kingfisher has been working for hours and now he is very tired. That is why I have come to you, turtle said. I will help you at once. Now, until this part of the story, summarize in 4 to 5 lines, children. What you have understood until this part of the story, and you can write the main points in 4 to 5 lines. I hope you are clear with this part of the story. Now we are moving on to our home assignment for this session. Now we have read till the half of the story, right? Now you have to imagine and predict what happened after this in the story, right? Can you imagine and predict, children? Yeah, in your note you can write what will happen after this in the story using your imagination and predictions. This is your homework. That is, you have to complete the story and send it in grade 5 English Google Classroom. And the next one is read the new words thoroughly and make sentences with it. Try to make proper sentence with all the new words, and you can post it in grade 5 English Google Classroom. Complete all your homework and submit it before the due date, children. And always stay home, stay safe, and thank you so much.